Unfortunately, the budget that I've glimpsed before I assumed office and what I've heard is that no provision is there for fuel subsidy. So fuel subsidy is gone.
Hi guys, welcome back to News Upro. For the fact that you said subsidy is gone, there's no problem. But what are the provisions and what are the things you've put in place? The meetings, have you met with anybody? If you watch this video down, you will see that people are complaining. The executive in charge, the TUC and others, they are complaining that government did not even meet with them to discuss about this. They just went ahead and removed subsidy, which is not appropriate. Now you see that the whole masses, the whole Nigerians, poor people, they are suffering just because of what you said. I think before you take action, you need to consult the appropriate people involved in it. That is the best option, so that you will get legal advice from them. Now watch this video and see for yourself.
Money that will be given to the NNPC maybe on monthly basis or even on daily basis if necessary. But however, since the provision of the 6 trillion in 2022 and the 3.7 trillion in 2023, we have not received no payment whatsoever from the Federation. That means they are unable to pay, and we continue to support the subsidy from the cash flow of the NNPC. That is, when we net off our fiscal obligations of taxes and royalty, there is still a balance that we are funding from our cash flow, and that has become very, very difficult and affecting our other operations. We are not able to keep some of this cash to invest on our core businesses, and the end result is that it can be a huge challenge for the company. And we have highlighted this severally to government that they must compensate NNPC, they must pay back NNPC for the money that we have spent on the subsidy.
Interesting, very, very interesting. Now we can even see that the federal government are even still owing part of this. They are in debt in this subsidy. Now this is not fair. Well, this is not what I really want to talk about. What I want to talk about is that before you actually take any action, I think it's best you meet with the appropriate people. Like when you talk about the subsidy, there are people involved, the TUC, the NLC, I think so. There are people involved. You have to meet with them. Now watch this video and listen to what the chairman of the TUC said about the whole situation. And so don't forget to subscribe.
When we received that news, we were a bit surprised, because if you listen to the president when he started his speech, you could see that at the preliminary stage, he stated clearly that he's going to consult, he's going to engage, and that he's not going to dictate over Nigerians. So the question that you've asked was, consultation done? The answer clearly was a no. Before you go into such sensitive issues and such sensitive areas to have those conversations, I think there must be discussions around it. And that discussion for us is key. And that discussion for us is because we represent the Nigerian workers, and indeed the entire Nigerian masses. So both NLC and TUC, we represent these people. And there wasn't any engagement. There wasn't any discussion. We were having some conversations before now with the previous government. So we're having that conversation, but because of election, they put it on hold. But at the end of the day, he came and it was done unilaterally. And we said, no, you cannot do this unilaterally. There are a lot of issues that must be unraveled.
What are these issues for us? Let's start.
Okay, for example, as of today, if you remove subsidy today, so now today we have two exchange rates. So you have the exchange rate of about 450 from CBN. You have the exchange rate of about 750 from the parallel market. Today, Shehu, you realize that the cost of a liter of kerosene is about 1,000 naira because of the fact that those that are importing kerosene, they are subjected to the parallel market differentials. So they cannot obtain FX from CBN. They have to go to the parallel market to get their FX. That is why kerosene is selling for that amount. So today, for example, if we allow this flotation 100%, What if the parallel market tomorrow runs to maybe about 1,000, 1,200? What that means is that we are going to be buying PMS for over 1,000 naira. So this is one of the subjects that we must sit down and discuss. Because if you allow this to just go like that without necessarily having all the framework around it, because it's one thing you make a soundbite, it's one thing you make a policy statement. But when you make such policy statement, you must design, there must be framework. And that framework, all stakeholders must sit down to have that conversation. So for us, that is key.
So let's establish some fact. Fuel subsidy, do you agree with that it should go?
I know. Labour in the past has always stated that before you remove fuel subsidy, there are some condition precedents.
But you have said, in a moment, sir, you have said in a sister program with my colleague Maokwe that subsidy must go. These are your words.
I know. The conversation we had in that, I gave a distinction between Pengassan position and the position of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria.
So the Pengassan position is that.
So the Pengassan position was taken since 2016 in the NEC in Calabar, and there have not been any variation in that. But the position of TUC, which is the umbrella body, you know, Pengassan is the senior staff association in the oil and gas industry.
So Pengassan wants it to go.
For Pengassan, Pengassan has clearly stated all the issues surrounding it. And also, there is no trade union today that gave a blanket check to government that please remove subsidy 100%. But these trade unions, Pengassan understand the challenges that we are currently facing that was enumerated in 2016 when it moved from about 87 naira to 145 naira. Because those things were enumerated and discussed at the neck of Pengassan. But Pengassan at the end of the day now also said that the umbrella body, which is TUC, will take the ultimate decision. So for the position as of today for TUC is that before anything like this, you must have an elaborate discussion because, Shehu, today, if you look at what has happened to the minimum wage today has plummeted from about 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira as at 2019. What was the official exchange rate as at then? If you use the parallel market as at then, it was about $95. But today, if you use the parallel market, it's less than $50 as at today. So today at 12, what the people are saying, what the Nigerian workers massively are saying is this, that economically, yes, there could be arguments around it, but that the only thing that they enjoy as Nigerians today from government, the same Nigerian workers don't see light. The same Nigerian workers can't find water anywhere. The same Nigerian workers literally, passes through bad roads every day. There is no mortgage system. There is no credit facility. Their children will go to school. They will borrow money everywhere. That the only thing that they enjoy from government is the subsidy on PMS. So if you want to go about this, there will be conversation. You will not just have the blank check to say remove the subsidy and you spend the money any way you want. Because in conclusion of this, there is a trust deficit between the masses and the Nigerian government. So there must be, during that dialogue, we can look at different framework, we can look at different model, we can look at, a lot of other things that we could put together so that at the end of the day, the workers will not be subjected to hardship.
Just give me some moment and let